What's up, everybody? Dr. JP Guidry here. I just wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about maybe simplifying things when it comes to health and fitness during the crazy times we're living in, and just kind of using myself as an example. So, before all this, I was working out at a fully stocked gym, doing mostly barbell stuff, working on some strength and power program. And then when things kind of shut down, I tried to bring that home to my setup, which is basically a set of adjustable dumbbells, a bench, and some bands, and a little bit of room. And it just kind of wasn't working out. And not to say that you can't train for those things with minimal equipment, because you definitely can. But for me, it just wasn't I was losing my motivation. And so I decided to just kind of step back and change my goals and change my mindset towards my program during this, this shutdown, this quarantine, whatever you want to call it. And so I basically set myself kind of three goals or three whys for my workouts during all this. And so number one is going to be just loading my body. Number two is going to be getting my heart rate up. Number three is going to be focusing on recovery. And so the way I'm going about doing this is through some complexes, and I'm borrowing them from Dan John. He's got a great article on T Nation, and tons of other writings on this. But basically, what this is just taking 6, 7 exercises, running through them like a circuit with the same weight. Today I took two 40-pound dumbbells and I ran through bent over rows, single arm dumbbell cleans, front squats, racking the dumbbells, overhead press, split squats, and RDLs. And so the reps were different depending on the challenge of the exercise. And I went 3 rounds through that without putting the dumbbells down, other than kind of switching positions or switching to the single dumbbell for the cleans. I took about a 2-minute rest in between each round, ran 3 rounds, and then finished with a more of kind of a bodybuilding type superset of dumbbell curls and banded tricep press downs, 5 rounds of that. And so that's kind of my plan moving forward, is to do a 2 on 1 off of that. And so the 2 on, I'm going to run a complex, pick a complex and change it up, and then finish with a more of a kind of a bodybuilding or isolatory superset, upper and lower body, and then have a rest day as that third day. And for me, the rest day is going to be more kind of a mobility or movement based day, and then still going for my daily walk, so 30-minute daily walks as part of kind of my recovery. I may throw in some sprints, maybe 1 or 2 days a week as well with that, but that's kind of my goal, really, to simplify things, to get in, load my body, move my body, get my heart rate up, and then get out. And takes a lot of thinking at it for me, and really just kind of simplifying my goals and my approach, and not worrying too much about the details or body composition or whatever, strength, power, that type of thing right now. Second is kind of doing this through nutrition as well. So now it's probably not the best time to get on a restrictive diet or count calories or get real extreme. You definitely can if you feel like you can handle that, but maybe a better approach is just kind of starting by making small changes, which is kind of what I recommend anyway. But now, not adding, the last thing we want to do is add more stress into our life via things that should be taking that away. Exercises and health and diet and all these things should really be stress relievers, not adding stress. And so some tips you can do this with your nutritional habits are, you can start to make small changes. So a simple habit is putting your spoon or your fork down in between each bite, taking some breaths, chewing a certain number of times. And this is just to kind of slow you down, and allow you to kind of fill up before you take in as much calories as if you were kind of just scarfing down your food. Another good tip is just to start with 1 meal at a time and make changes. So, what I try to get everybody to do is take a 2 to 3 day kind of food journal, food assessment, writing down everything you eat or drink. And let's find let's say the first meal, or the one meal that maybe tends to be the least healthiest or the highest calorie meal for you, and just make some changes there and substitute for some lower calorie healthy options. And even little things like, let's say you're drinking 4 Cokes a day, maybe start to cut that down to 2 and replace the other 2 with a bottle of water. Instead of kind of overhaul your whole life right now, and really that doesn't tend to be very successful even in the best of times. Definitely going to be hard to do in high stress times that we're living in. And just start to find small areas you can make some changes and get some small wins and build some positive habits to carry into when things start to normalize, and then maybe you have more time or willpower or energy to make some bigger changes if needed. So hopefully these tips help. If you have any questions, you can always message me, comment below, and you can always email me at johnpaul@guidrypt.com. And so hopefully this video helps you out. Thanks.